line. Who's next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube. Get copyrighted, which might have been, a second or two too late. I don't know. You never know with those son of a bitches. I get pegged for so many copyright things. It's unbelievable. And the funniest thing is, I just got pegged for one the other day, which was from, I don't even need to tell you who it's from, but I had their permission to play it. He was on the show and said, "Oh yeah, go ahead, play it." So I played a bit of the video. Great song. Poof. Bondzee gets nailed for a copyright. It's just the way it goes in this stupid thing. It's not like I'm making bucket loads of money because I played 15 seconds of Metallica or whatever other bullshit. Sometimes I play songs or videos that have songs in the background and I get dinged for that as well. It's such bullshit. Like Hundo P, but it is what it is. Good evening, my good friend. Phil is in the house. That's my guy. I can't wait to talk about Phil. New good friend of mine. There's my boy Andy Safaris tuning in as well. Good old Malacca from Hamilton. And my boy Phil. Just met him this summer. We are going to get into it all. Turkey Point, complete gong show this weekend. Boy, oh boy, do we have a great show lined up for you tonight. It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch. How the hell are you? It's episode 261. It's all good, baby. Here we are. We're still doing this. Can you believe it? They still let me on this goddamn airwaves. I know. It's crazy. Wade, what sucks? I know it. Oh, yeah, exactly. I know exactly what it does suck because, listen, it shouldn't be a thing. I've tried to put up little disclaimers before, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know what it is? It's those filthy shit rat bots out there that are just like on it, like those AI motherfuckers. You play 50, I think it's 13 to 15 seconds that you are allowed under the sort of like free use act or whatever it is. But I still don't even think that's 100% true. But it is what it is. Copyright sucks and it's bullshit because fuck, like you'd think you'd be helping them out, playing their shit. Like some of the songs that I've played and I've got dinged for, doing fucking people a favor. Anyways, I don't get it, but it is what it is. So the only thing you need to do is go to YouTube, subscribe to this kingpin right here, right there. It's so easy to go there, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and that's it. It's so easy. I got a huge thanks to a bunch of people, not just this weekend, but a lot this weekend. But throughout the summer at my time in Turkey Point, so many new subscribers. Huge thanks to all you champions, and I really appreciate it. And we're getting a lot more people tuning in each and every night. It's amazing, and the reviews, the views, everything have been positive this whole summer. Some great guests. You know, we've really rocked it, and not going anywhere, I don't think. So buckle up. We got some great shows coming up, including tonight. My guest is a longtime buddy of mine. I knew him from, God, I don't even know, like childhood, somewhere in the 10 to 14, 13 region. Awesome dude. He had my back in high school. His name's Kevin Anstee. He is the president and CEO of ZEG Sauces. My God, if you haven't tried these sauces, you need to, and you will, promise me, because we're going to get into a great conversation about what these sauces are all about. And you're saying, well, there's a trillion sauces out there, Bonds. What makes ZEG sauces stand out? Well, guess what, bud? You're going to get the answer to that question in about 20 minutes with my boy Kevin. All right. Oh my God. We're also going to talk about this complete maniac friend of mine. I really like her. She's a cool friend. Awesome. I even shared a bed with her one of those Glorious Sun shows this summer. We're just pals. But I don't know if I'm going to share a bed with this girl again because she is completely done lost her marbles. She's the biggest Nickleback fan in the world. Listen, don't come at me for that statement, and don't ask me why, because I'm not a fan. But she is like a maniacal fan, and she's made about 7 or 8 videos in the past 6 days because they're coming to Toronto to play a free concert at the TIFF Festival, and my God, you got to see these videos. I'm almost embarrassed to admit that she's my friend. Oh, Mr. Stoney, thanks for tuning in all the way from Edmonton, Berta. How you doing up there? It is up there. Yeah, up and over. Thanks for tuning in, bro, as always. Listen, we're going to get into that too. Bondzee, this weekend, end of summer bash of all end of summer bashes. I was in Turkey Point. Once again, thanks to Billy and Cindy for having me up and inviting me to their, I think it was 11th or 12th annual Redneck Party. That took place on Saturday, the long weekend. And by golly gee, wait till you see the pictures and videos. It was an unbelievable time. It was my first one. I was a redneck virgin. And I don't know how I did it, but for some reason, there was this stunner. And I mean stunner of a looker of a lady there, a woman. Apparently, she was beautiful. And all these guys and everybody got their picture with her. And somehow I missed out. So we're going to get into all that as well. And believe me, you wait till you see the pictures of this girl. Like, she's just beautiful and stunning. And we'll see if I got her number or not. I'm leaning towards I know the scales aren't in my favor, okay? Wade made that crystal clear today on the old social medias. Right, Wade? Because old Bonzarelli has been striking out a bunch this summer with getting girls' phone numbers. Listen, once was my fault, once was not, okay? Don't come at me, bro, okay? I'm not ready for it. At least I didn't spit hot tea all over my screen tonight. Nobody's bitching and complaining that I'm pixelated, so I think we're right on track. Speaking of on track, I promise you, do not. I'm going to get to it. It's the first thing coming up after the sponsor, so don't go anywhere because you're not going to want to miss the story and the pictures of this looker. Aisha, thank you so much for tuning in. God, I love you. I'm hoping to come up and see you real soon at the end of the month. I'm pretty sure I'm in for that. Mark me down as 95% in. That's a good number. I think I'm coming. What else we got? Oh, dummies of the week. There's 2 out of the 3. No, all 3 are really brutal. It's amazing how many stupid people are out there on this planet and do things without actually calculating all or most or even some of the consequences that happen when you do stupid shit or you fuck around and find out. You got to see the video of this ex-teacher in Brentwood, California, who decides he's going to infiltrate the football field while the game's going on. Doesn't go so well from a boy. Also, I'm in love with this lady. You got to see this girl, besides the girl in Turkey Point, who is like 15 out of 10, bro. This girl, she was at what's this guy say? Morgan. I'm not a big country guy. Morgan Jalen. Is that right? Morgan Jalen or something? Morgan Wallen. There you go. She absolutely schools these 2 bitches that apparently wronged her mom. The video is off the charts. What else? Oh, some great guests coming up, including some musical guests. There's a bunch coming up. I'm not going to go through them all. And yours truly is making another trip to Turkey Point. I got to nail down the date. It's within the next week or 2. We're going to film a whole day of old Bonzarelli at this farm in Turkey Point, just outside of Turkey Point. And it's my boy, the Canadian Woodsman. You got to follow him on Instagram. There's maple syrup there. There's animals. There's vegetables. There's everything. And this guy is a rock star of the human being. And we are going to have a day on his farm, and we're going to film it all. And it's going to be epic. You're going to love that episode for sure. All right, let's get to the sponsors before we get right into the show. First and foremost, we got to go brand new. Well, not brand new sponsor, but we haven't had them on in a while. Happy to have them back. Scramble Clothing. That's Scramble with a K, folks. You got to go check them out. If you love golf, if you love the beach, if you love anything to do with anything that's cool, you got to go to scramble.com, www.scramblewithak.com, and check out all their wares. They got some great stuff for the fall and winter coming up. You're saying, well, Bondzee, it's fucking fall and winter almost. Yeah, it doesn't matter because these guys got you taken care of. Doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, or anything else, and a child. They got you taken care of. You can get cool hoodies like that. They got hats. They got tees. They got it all for you, and you too. So go check them out. All right. Also, the show is brought to you by the single greatest steakhouse in the entire world. It's Shakespeare's Fine Dining. It's in Hamilton, Ontario. Do not let the outside fool you, because on the inside, the food is to die for, folks. The steak and lobster, the steak and shrimp, the steak and scallops is old Sarge's favorite. It's the best. All the celebrities come from Toronto. They make their way up to go to Shakespeare's Fine Dining, and you need to as well. And if you're going to go, you better call 905-528-0689 or go to their website, www.shakespeares.ca. Whew. Breathe, Bonds. I told myself tonight, hey, Bonds, look who's tuned in. It's our complete maniacal friend who is at Alice Cooper right now. And she is, I'll give her name, and she doesn't seem to care for some reason, but she's the maniacal Nickleback fan. And wait till you see these videos. Maybe should I give you a little teaser of what you're in for? Maybe we should. Here's the first one. Let's see if we can switch over to this. And yeah, here's what you're in for, folks. Buckle up, because I got plenty more where this nonsense came from. Believe me, you.
Hi guys, it's me. I'm trying so hard to get on stage to sing Nickleback. This is day one of me trying to get Nickleback to notice me. I only have 8 days, and I would love to sing Rockstar with you guys.
We just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up.
I'm just teasing you. That is the somewhat you would call the tamer ones. It gets worse. If that's coming up right after my weekend stories. Okay, a couple quick notes before I get to the story. September 16th coming up, 2 Saturdays from now. It's yours truly's 50th birthday bash. I don't care who comes. I don't care if you're in Edmonton. My boy Wade's coming all the way from Edmonton. You can come from wherever the hell you want. This place holds a ton of people. There's going to be a great cover band. We're just going to have a good time. Sarge is going to be there. That's worth the price of admission alone. If you're a fan of the show and you want to come and meet Mum, aka Sarge, come to my 50th birthday bash. You're all welcome. It's at Pub Fiction, Ancaster, 7 p.m. till close. Roll on by for a beer or 2 or 20. It doesn't matter, because Sarge is going to be there. And my boy Malak is going to be there too. He doesn't have a choice, and you'll get to meet that superstar as well. Childhood buddy. And boy, oh boy, that kid's he's a beauty. He sure is. And there's my boy Wade. He says, damn right I'm coming. I need me a Sarge hug. Oh, yeah, Sarge is good at the hugs. And she'll be back from England shortly, a week today. Boy, do I got some cleaning to do. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not a slob. Kitchen is sparkling. I painted the whole entire main floor for her. We're almost done, just polishing up the kitchen cupboards. I even did the kitchen cupboards. That's how much of an amazing son I am. I know. Pat on the back for old Bonzarelli. Poor Bondzee having to put up with Wade. Listen, I know, but it's sort of payback, because he had to put up with me when I was in Edmonton, and he was actually stuck with me for a whole Christmas day. So, listen, it's the least I could do for my boy Wade. Right on, Malaka. I know you'll be there. I can't wait to see you, buddy. Big hugs to you. And, yeah, yes, Aisha, she did want them painted. I told her I was going to paint the entire main floor. That was the deal. While she's gone, and the last things I got to do are the kitchen cupboards, and they're going from like a cream to a white, because the cream was just gross. The cream's gone. Like, fuck it. White pops. It looks so amazing. And Sarge is going to be super pumped when she comes home and sees her brand new house. And then I'm getting the hell out of here. Gregory Dean, you better be coming. Don't you tease me like that, Buster. Thanks for tuning in from Nicaragua. It's the greatest. They got people tuning in from all over the world. What? We're tuning in, bots. A nice crack of the voice. Anyways, where are we at? Okay, that's the note. Come to my birthday party. You'll have a great time. Glory Sons dropped a new album today, by the way. One last quick note. I took it for a couple spins today while I was painting Sarge's place after voice work. And I got to tell you, I love it. I think it's great. Some people are bitching and moaning and saying it's a little on the lower side of, like, by lower side, I mean not so heavy. I still think it's rock and roll. I think it sounds amazing. You can judge for yourself. It's on YouTube. It's free. Go check it. Take it for some spins. Speaking of that, I was supposed to be in Pittsburgh tonight for the opening night of Glorious Sons tour on the same day the album dropped. little birthday treat for myself, but stupid dermatologist specialist, and you got to wait like 6-8 months to see these fuckers. Appointment happens to be tomorrow at 11 a.m. So there was no going to Pittsburgh for old Bondzee, which really, really sucks. But anyways, going to go to a bunch of the shows. The new album's great. The band's great. You got to check them out. Go to a show. All right, here we go. Buckle up. Redneck Weekend. Folks, I can't even begin to describe what I attended this weekend, what I saw this weekend, and what I did this weekend. Again, I was thankful to be invited back. It was the 11th annual Redneck Party. And just to tickle you with a feather, here is what sort of transpired. There were so many amazing, wonderful people there. Tons of hot girls. I mean, they were all over the place. I mean, just check them out. The food was absolutely amazing. We had, pulled pork on Kaiser's. We had corn roast. There you can see it in the background, the fire. We roasted corn over that. Sort of a potpourri. What do you call that? Fucking potluck. There you go. Not potpourri. We had a wonderful, glorious time. 100%. And it was, listen, it started Friday night. It didn't get too carried away. And then Redneck started Saturday about noon. And listen, it did not disappoint. Excuse me, little too much tea swallowing there. At least it was tea, Mons. Listen, this is the first thing we did. Me and my boy Phil and Tequila Bill put up the massive. I've never been to a party who's had a blow up beer can the size of that and the pirate flag going all at the same time. It was really an amazing time. Everybody dressed up in super amazing costumes. I can't think of a better redneck costume myself. We got the Make America Great Again hat with the Donald Trump Superman shirt. Whoever made that shirt is a goddamn genius. I love it to death. You got the Redneck Dreamcatcher, which was a big hit. Everybody went over there and, wish for their best dreams coming up. What else we got? I got to talk about so much more. Honestly, the costumes were amazing. People came from all over town to partake in this absolute gong show of a party that honestly started at noon and went till about 3 a.m. And then to start the day off, there was so many guests, and a lot of people sat on the front porch, a lot of people sat on the lawn. They were all over the place. Some hooligan decided to bring a drinking game, and it was called Red Car, Blue Car. And boy, oh boy, it buckled some people, and I mean buckled, to the point where they were face down inside on the bed or the couch, like with their mouth and snout into the bed. So I was sort of worried because I'm like, how do you breathe? Anyways, we gave him a little shake and a little rollover, and as soon as we rolled him over, it went right back to thunk, like dead to the world. Anyways, amazing drinking game. Was so much fun. I can't believe how many goddamn red cars and blue cars roll by in Turkey Point at old Billy's house. It was a spectacle, and good Lord above. Speaking of hot, my friend in the comments just said, you looked hot. Well, I think I did. The only thing was I missed a lot of the beginning of the party. It's a long story, but there were so many amazing people there with so many great costumes. And I really got to give a huge shout out to the owners, Billy and Cindy. They sure do know how to put on a party. Oh, I got to say one more thing. Kudos to those guys for the most epic redneck party. But kudos to the people that played the red car, blue car game, who went face down and plummeted and were out for hours. Missed supper. The whole smorgasbord of food here. They didn't see one iota of that food because they were completely dead to the world. But those motherfuckers, 2 of them, got up and drank again and partied until like 1 a.m. Beyond impressive, I have to say. Not that I ever put myself in that situation at 4 or 5 in the afternoon and pass out completely cold and annihilated. Maybe when I was 18. I'm just kidding. But honestly, they got back up, and so good on them. Anyways, the hit of this party, I swear to God, was this girl that I apparently somehow missed, and I don't know how, because I was there most of the time. You know, you do a little wandering about and maybe hop on the old scoot and go for a ride and have a beer with the neighbor down the street, or go check out the beach with all the hot girls. But apparently I missed the hottest girl of the whole weekend. I don't know how, but folks, I warned you today that she was there. I was hoping to get her phone number and everything, but some reason I missed out. Here she is. Buckle up, because she's the hottest thing on this entire planet, I think, in Ontario, maybe all of Canada. Here she is. Look at that beauty. And I'm talking about that one on the right, not the other ones. There's 3 other beauties there, but my good Lord, everybody wanted to take a picture with this smoking hot girl. Now, look at the legs on her. Sexy as F. Now, yeah, okay, she's a little preggo, but listen, is that really a big deal? I mean, she's the full package. She got the tiara, got the beautiful lipstick. She got big old boobies. Everybody wanted a piece of Delilah this weekend. And for some crazy reason, I missed her, because when I got there, the party was over and we just had a boat dance party. We partied in Tequilaville. Had a great time with my boy Kai. Huge shout out to Kai. He's a brand new subscriber this summer. I met this guy at the beginning. He's been watching all summer, and he's like, Bondzee, I love you, man. You got the best show. And God damn, I've had great times with this motherfucker all summer. Shout out to you, Kai. You're a good guy for sure. And lest anybody think that this was a pretty little girl that just happened to show up, by the way, that was yours truly. I legit, listen, it was my first one, and lest anybody think I was going to show up and not put on a spectacle, I've been locked up in this goddamn basement. Well, not just this basement, but rooms for 3.5 years, talking into this stupid microphone all alone. And I get bored and I get lonely and I don't get out much. So what do? You get invited to a party, a costume party, and you know, you look like a rock star. Everybody wanted a piece of me. Safaris, my boy, says you smashed that. Actually, she probably smashed you. Here's so many great comments. Ashley says I'm dead, and you're saying I'm the maniac. I know, but see, the difference, Ash, is mine was a costume party, and yours is real life every day. There's a big difference. My boy Gregory in Nicaragua says, OMG. Nancy says, pearl necklace. Of course. Listen, Delilah, who actually changed her name later in the evening as she got more drunk, to Taylor Swift. So we don't want any copyrights on that. It was Swift with 2 F's. Anyways, we had a wonderful, awesome time. And man, oh man, I'm telling you, I hate to brag, but Delilah / Taylor Swift was the hit of the night. She's a looker, isn't she? And yes, Wade, I did get her number because it's mine. So there I am, 1 for 3, I guess you could say. I know. Sorry, dude. Gregory, you could have got some action, but you couldn't have, because you're married to a beautiful lady, and she would have been really upset with you if you slept with something like that. Just saying. But maybe not. Maybe that could have been your hall pass, bro. You never know, right? I just clicked a button that fucked me. Oh, there we go. Okay. What else? Oh yeah. Okay. I got to play this video because somebody sent it to me. It sort of sums up the whole weekend, and they went through the trouble of playing it. It pretty much sums up the entire weekend, and I'm going to mute it because it's a little longer than the 13 seconds, and it'll probably get copyrighted, and I don't want it to get taken out of the show. So here's the video. It pretty much, oh no, actually I got this one first. My boy Phil showed up with one of the most unique, coolest, let's say, bottles of booze / something else I've ever seen in my entire life. You ready? Watch this.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
So that is an old school, it's a VAT 69 whiskey bottle. And what it was back in the day was this old school cigarette holder. So watch one more time. Check this out. You pull the lid off and ta-da, this one didn't hold cigarettes. It held the
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Thanks to my peeps for sending me that. That was so funny. Absolutely love that thing. I got one more to show you too. So this is the one that somebody put this amazing video together. It's pretty cool and it sums up the whole weekend. And here we go. I'm going to play it right now and I'll mute it.
These are my we're giving this life everything we've got and then some. It ain't always pretty, but it's real.
I can come back. I'm going to give a huge shout out to thanks to Matt and Nat, Bubbo Camacho, the gay mayor, Bad Cindy and Dawn, Virginia and Joe, Mandy and Wayne, Cracker, Phil, and everyone else that I met this summer. I'm sorry, there's just so many names to mention. You guys have been amazing. I've had the best summer there, and God, and then it ended like this. Somebody said, what did I miss? Well, you missed the hottest girl in Turkey Point this weekend because there she was. And that was how my summer ended in Turkey Point, by golly gee. I'll be back up there soon again to shoot the whole episode of Trippin With Bondzee at that farm with Canadian Woodsman. So I can't wait to get back up there before the summer's over. I think we got at least one or two more good ones in us before we actually say adios to summer and Turkey Point for the weekend on the weekends, right? Oh man. And so 95% of the people out on this planet on holiday Monday of a long weekend would go home and do what? You're right. Chill the fuck out and not do anything. Relax. Maybe if you got kids, you get the kids ready for school. Not my boy Phil Moser. This guy, one of my best bros in the world, decides to text me at 9 a.m. Now, to preface this story, Sunday after Redneck Party, we spent the day out at Pottahawk. Another complete gong show in itself. Party till late in the night. Actually, not too late because I was so goddamn tired. This was old Bonzarelli. Long after Delilah had left and stuff. I was tired, bro, because we partied all weekend. There's my boy Phil. That guy is a complete legend. And like I said, we had the best time. They all pranked me and took my phone and took photos of me. So I woke up to that the next morning going through my photos, and there I was passed out. Anyways, wonderful time. And all I wanted to do is because I hadn't been home since last Wednesday, since I did the show last. Nope. Buddy texts me and says, Bondzee, I rented a 2-man auger. And we're doing it today. I got to dig 6 post holes. I honestly, for the first time ever, wanted to tell him to go fuck himself. Like, I was just completely not having any of that. I was like, dude, I am so goddamn hungover. It is beyond belief. It's been an insane 4 days. It's the long weekend. I just want to go home. But I got a 2-man auger, Bond. They got to come and help me. So I did it because I'm the best friend on the entire planet. Okay, I'm going to get back to these other stories, and I got so much more to get to, but I got to get to my guest because this guy's probably got to get up for work in the morning, actually, and I do too, and we can't sit here all night and just tell stories about Bonzee's weekends and stuff, okay? So let's just we'll get to, I got so much to get to after this interview, but, and you can't miss the maniacal, the videos coming up from Nickleback, I'll tell you that right now, but We got to get to my guest because he's been waiting, super patient. I love this guy. We've been friends since childhood. I think we're trying to figure it out early in the pre-chat. We definitely played football together at high school, and then it was either soccer or baseball or something else. But the good old Alexander Park days. Anyways, he had my back in high school, and I'm forever grateful for this guy. It's my boy, Kevin Anstee. How are you, buddy? Microphone, can't hear you. We had such a good test run. I can't hear you, bro. Did you unmute your mic? There we go.
Hear me now?
There we go.
Okay.
Gotcha.
How you doing, bud?
I'm great, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me on my show. It must be a dream come true, knowing me all these years and finally getting to be on the Trippin With Bondzee, eh?
Oh, absolutely. It's been, the highlight of my life, I think, tonight. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, listen, that's what I'm here for, Kevin, to make dreams come true. Just like I did this weekend when a couple fellas thought they had a chance with Delilah. I'm not sure if you were walking, but she's a bit of a looker, and people, they actually thought they had a chance with Delilah / me this weekend.
Yeah, she's a real looker.
That's how
Reminds me of the lady who used to ride the bus back in the West End of Hamilton.
Oh, well, that's it. We saw a couple of those, didn't we, back in the day?
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, man, it's great having you on the show. I really appreciate it. It's been a long time since we've actually chatted. We ran into a bar together at some point along the way, but it really has been a long time. And now you've gone on to have a super successful career. You got 3 wonderful daughters, and they must keep you busy for sure, eh, bud?
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because the website, I sort of use stock photo and I made it into 3 daughters, but I actually have 2 daughters and 1 son. So he's going to have some issues when he's growing up. That's for sure.
Well, you certainly fooled me, Buster. I got to ask you, though, are any of them in karate like you were back in the day? Because you were a black belt when we were growing up in high school, and you could kick some serious ass.
Well, I tried not to, but I'm still a black
of course,
belt,
because that's instilled. But some people you go to a party and try to be nice and calm, and some people tried to play the game and didn't end too well for a couple of the fellas that I remember. It did it. But
well,
that's
sure,
long
the statute of limitations is passed yet, so I don't know. But yeah, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because my son Grayson, he just started karate, and so it's pretty cool watching sort of the generational kind of karate continue on. So it's great. And then the other thing that's great is a lot of the people I trained with are now senseis and have their own clubs. So so that's great to see as well. So yeah, martial arts is awesome.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because listen, I remember growing up, and the majority of the peeps that I knew in high school and knew you, they knew better than to F around and find out with Kevin. But you'd go to that odd party and you'd got some hero who thought he was a badass, and well, he found out the wrong way that he wasn't. Let's get right to the ZEG sauces, dude, because these are a huge hit in the Hamilton area, well, in Ontario, and I'm not sure how far it expands, or we're going to get into that, but you've been involved with a few other companies along the way, president and CEOs of different companies, but you finally made the leap to develop your own sauces and start your own company. Explain to me and the people how you came up with this idea and what inspired you to do so.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just funny how life takes turns, right? And then you end up someplace that you never thought you'd imagine you'd be. But all my businesses were in healthcare, and they were quite successful. And then, of course, the pandemic hit, right? And so from there, I thought, well, I better try this idea that I have. I have nothing to lose. And so I started developing ZEG sauces. And it really starts off with the story of ZEG sauces. It comes from my 3 kids. So Zoe is the oldest, and Eden is the middle child, and Grayson is the youngest. And of course, as kids are, you always have to have, they want different types of sauces, and some like it sweet, some like it spicy, and that kind of thing. Yeah. So I was developing this sauce, and I thought, okay, well, why don't I make 3 sauces catered to different spice levels, and to make sure that it's, not a hot sauce and it's not a barbecue sauce, but just a brand new condiment sauce out there. So I started developing these sauces with different spice levels and sweetnesses, and it just took off. And then during the pandemic, I thought, well, why not try to see if I can make a success out of this story? And sure enough, it took off, and it's in stores, and everybody loves it. The crazy part is people send me pictures of them putting on ZEG sauce on everything, every food possible, and at every
Right.
time of the year. So it's fantastic. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's so funny how you found a way to develop a sauce for each fussy kid, because listen, I grew up with Sarge, and she was pretty tight-whipped back then, and with two other brothers, so we had 3 kids. The only sauce we got here, whether we liked it or not, was cupboard ketchup and cupboard HP sauce, brother. So
Yeah.
good for you for taking that leap and making these 3 different sauces for your kids. It's pretty funny because we all are different and unique in our own ways, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and especially when it comes to sauce. I mean, people are very, proficient and foodies and gourmets, and they're doing a lot of home cooking these days, and so they really want a sauce that it tastes great. And actually, it's funny you bring up HP sauce, because I consider my competitors HP sauce, A1 sauce, and Heinz
Really?
57. Which, quite
Okay.
frankly, are gross sauces, and that's why I thought I'd develop a sauce that actually humans can actually eat. So, yeah, that's
Well, so you did, and obviously, Kevin, this had to come with some challenges. In the early stages of developing these 3 sauces for your 3 kids. Well, what were the challenges, and how did you overcome them, bud?
yeah, it was a steep learning curve for sure, and I like that kind of thing. I like sort of not knowing a topic, researching it, and then figuring out how to make it a success. So with sauces, I knew nothing. I come from a healthcare background, and I would dabble in some foods, like making my own pickles and stuff like that. But the sauce industry was brand new, so the challenges were I can't even count how many, but I mean everything from learning how to scale up a recipe, to trademarking, to finding manufacturers, distributors, how to make a marketing plan for sauces, and also what kind of money is involved with the sauce business, right? It's one of the largest growing areas in the food sector, and people are really, really picky about the sauce they use, and keeping it their own sort of secret ingredient, right? So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so I
Well,
really had to try to stand out in the market, right?
and you did that. But you must have been nervous with so many sauces and things out there, rubs, and with so many different competitions. So what sets your sauces ZEG apart from the other sauce brands on the market? And how did you figure out to maintain that competitive edge to stay on that keel, bro?
Yeah, because I mean, no offense, so there's fantastic sauces out there, fantastic barbecue or hot
I must not.
sauces,
Yeah, there really is.
and so what I wanted to do was invent a sauce that was like a multi-dynamic flavored multi-use condiment sauce, and I wanted to stay out of the hot sauce market, and I wanted to stay out of the barbecue market, because those, I mean, they're saturated as they are, and come up with something brand new. So basically, like Mr. Heinz did back in the day and created mustard and ketchup, and everybody loves it. I wanted to create a brand new condiment sauce. So this condiment sauce, I mean, there's so many reasons why it's fantastic. I mean, not only is it local and it's made in Ontario, but also the flavor is phenomenal. You have to try it, and once you do, you won't go back to any other sauce, because it just has so many layers of flavor. But it's also the uniqueness with the whole sauce is that it's for multi-purposes. So you can use it for marinating, spreading, basting, side dipping, dressing, you name it, right? And and the other part that sets it apart is that you can use it on a variety of foods, and people use it on everything from chicken, pork, beef, vegetables, rice, tofu. I've even heard of people putting it on their popcorn, eggs. So you
Popcorn
can use
even.
it on popcorn. I know. I couldn't believe. Actually, one of my buyers, his wife puts it on her popcorn. I thought, geez, there's no
Interesting.
limit to the sauce. So,
Yeah, right.
and then additionally, I mean, you can customize it, right? So if you're not into a really spicy sauce, but you like the flavor, you can get the G sauce, or if you
Yeah,
like
so right
a
here we've
medium.
got the 3 levels, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got the
And so
ZE and G, you got the spicy, the medium spicy, and the mild spicy. And it's
Yeah.
all vegan. It's all gluten free too, which is also amazing, right?
That's right. That's another benefit of the whole thing. And
That,
the
that,
other thing that I'm working with right now is mixing it with other sauces. So mixing it with mayo to make an aioli kind of sauce, or you can mix it with sriracha if you want a hot, or if you know your other hot sauce, you can mix it with all these things. And then in the future, I have plans of different types of flavors for different cultures around the world. Being, if you want to add a little curry to it, or you want to make it into some sort of almost like a sriracha kind of sauce. And then I'm going to come out with some rubs in the future. So
okay.
it's
We're going to get to that in a second. But I got to say, your website. Let's get to that for a second, because when I went there to research sort of what we're dealing with and what we're into, and I mean, I love the sauces. I've been part of it. Jamie Petrie, who's a good friend of mine, he's been on the show a ton. He is one of your biggest fans. He's a local here, and he is ZEG sauce in your face, and he shared it with me. I love it to death. And so you go to the website, and one thing I found, Kevin, it was easy to navigate. And it shows you how to order your sauce. It's super easy. Like you can get a variety right here. It's the spicy, the medium spicy, and mild spicy. But then not only do you have that on your website and it's so easy to order, but you've got about 15 to plus recipes on here that helps people just eat good and put the sauces on all of those different dishes, which is really cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Where do these recipes come from? Is it mom's recipes, grandma's recipes, or?
No, I created them. I sort of took a recipe or a classical recipe, and then I sort of mixed it in with ZEG sauce, or I mean, it's something simple as using ZEG sauce as a marinade for, chicken wings or for your turkey or anything like that. So I would just modify the recipes and then, add ZEG sauce in there. And I know that they work. I mean, they're fantastic on everything. I wish I really had that tagline that Frank's Red Hot sauce has,
that old lady who put that shit on everything. Because I literally, and I know Jamie Petrie does as well. We put it on everything, dude. Like breakfast with the eggs and bacon, fire. Salad, lunchtime with some chicken on top, fire. You drizzle a little of the spicy one on there. Unreal. And then any meat at dinner and vegetable, it goes on that. So the only thing I haven't done is that popcorn, though. I got to get there. But,
I know the popcorn might be a little soggy, but I guess someone likes it out there. So.
Listen, it is what it is, because butter makes it soggy. So if you put some ZEG on there, I mean, who cares? Besides the website, because people can go and buy it there, and I got to give you a shout out. This is a sale you got on right now. I think you could try any 3 flavors. The price is $20 for all 3 sauces, right? That's a great deal, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can get it delivered or you can pick it up. So it's really convenient. And I like to give a deal off of the website. I mean, it's also sold in stores as well. And it's a little bit more pricier, but you got the convenience of just picking it up at your local grocery store as well. So.
And so where can people get that if they're in the Hamilton and Ontario region? Is it just local in Ontario right now, Kevin?
Yeah, yes, it is. It's currently one of my biggest and first customers was Le Coco's. It's at all 4 of the Le Coco stores. I believe it's also at the Hop, which was known as the Horn of Plenty back in the day, and the Knives of Jarvis, which is a butcher shop that in Jarvis, that it's also there. And I was in talks with Fortino's and getting a distributor to send it out to all those major stores as well. But that's a bigger process and a lot more of a headache trying to make thousands of bottles of sauces. So, but we'll get there because the sauce stands for itself. Yeah.
Yeah, it really does, and everybody I've talked to loves it. So that whole process of making it, do we source local, we make it local? Are we going to be able to expand in the future? And that is definitely the goal, Kevin?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've already prepared. So I've trademarked it in Canada and I've trademarked it in USA, which is obviously a huge market. And that's the plan, is to basically become sort of, the new Heinz sauce and to replace HP sauce for all those British people and for, the A1 sauce and Heinz 57 for all the Americans. So
perfect.
We'll see how
So
it goes.
You got the 3 sauces. after your 3 kids who are, they each wanted their own flavor and stuff. I'm pretty sure you're not going to have any more kids at your age. So that being said,
Thanks.
you did mention some rubs and stuff. Are we going to expand even more, like from rubs and more sauces with different flavors, or where are we at with that?
Yeah. So what I wanted to do was, when in my research, is that I found that when people buy things, they really want a choice of 3. And so this way, I start off with a base of, you can choose 3 sauces, whatever's your favorite or your family's favorite, and start building, the ZEG sauce empire that way. But yeah, future plans, because there is so many flavors and great locally sourced spices and different ingredients that I can put into it. I want to, make sure that I meet everybody's, needs. And so really the goal is to become a worldwide sauce that is good for every food around the world.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. A couple quick questions, real quick, rapid fire before we get out of here. I've kept you
Sure.
long enough. When you're barbecuing or broiling these meats and you're using the people are using the ZEG sauce, what is the recommendation for, sort of like you said, you can use it for marinating or like, can you use it broiling, whatever. So what is your sort of, do you have any recommendations or tips for the best way to use it?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I found out too through all my research is that you should really use the sauce at the end of the meal. So cook your ribs however you want, put your rub on your ribs or your pork or your steak or whatever you're doing. Do all that stuff, cook it, then put the sauce on at the end. And that's the way you should be using sauces, because otherwise, if you put a sauce in the beginning, it burns away.
Burns off.
It burns off and it's useless. So the biggest tip is always use your sauces at the end. And I remember working in chicken wing places. I worked at Chaps as an adolescent, and that's exactly what they do. They fry it, and then at the end, you shake it up in the sauce and serve it to the customers. So that's the biggest tip with sauces. But these sauces are great with for marinating, because they really penetrate the meat or the vegetable that you're marinating it in. And again, people are using it as a dipping sauce. People are using it as a basting sauce. So it's just so unique, and it's such great flavor that people keep coming back. And once you try it, it'll be the final sauce that you ever have.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that it's so versatile, this sauce that you made. Once somebody opens the bottle, what's the shelf time? So I've got an English mom, Sarge, who she keeps cupboard ketchup and the HP sauce in the cupboard, bro. Do you recommend that for the ZEG sauces or not so much?
You can do it. ZEG sauces is the other unique thing, is that it lasts forever, because it's a vinegar based sauce, and it also has a lot of it has some salt in it, it has garlic, it has all these preservatives that are that will keep it around. And I got the shelf life testing, and it comes back to be about 2 years. But I think you can leave it in your fridge for at least 3 years. That's how long the sauce lasts. Wow. Because it's got so many preservative chemicals in it that are all natural, quite frankly. And so it's great for a long time. But you can do that with ketchup and mustard. You can leave it out just like the restaurants do, and on the table. And they really just top it up every time, because it's so well preserved, right? So but I would recommend, if you buy ZEG sauces, keep it in the fridge and pull it out when you need it.
As a Canadian, right? I think.
Yeah. It's sort of.
Wade wants to know if there's any organic ingredients, because he's a real health nut. I mean, when you see him, you'll understand why. I joke.
It's all organic. Yeah, it's all organic, and it's all vegan friendly and gluten free. It's all the ingredients I source are the highest quality ingredients, because again, that's how you get great flavor. Every cook knows that it's what you put into it that makes it the greatest sauce ever. So all the ingredients are locally sourced and fantastic quality.
That's amazing, bro. Well, listen, I think we done did it, pal. I think it was great catching up with you. I love the ZEG sauces. I think people are going to love it too. They need to give it a shot. It is huge here in Hamilton and Ontario, and I think you're killing it, and congrats on that for sure.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks so much. And congratulations on your podcast here. It's awesome, and keep up the great work.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Everybody, make sure you got to go and check them out. It's ZEG sauces. You can find them online on their website, www.zegsauces.ca, I believe it is, right, Kevin?
.com, actually.
.com, sorry. And then you are on Instagram and Facebook. You're everywhere. And people, listen, you got to go. You got to take care. You got to take advantage of this deal right here. So if you got a fussy family, you can get one of each sauce. Try all the flavors. $20 for 3 bottles, dude. You can't go wrong. It's a fantastic product. You got so many amazing recipes again on your website. That's just 4 of them. Dude, there's at least, I think I saw 15 to 20, and I'm going to start taking advantage of those because I didn't realize they were there before, but that's pretty cool for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a ton of, I think there's more like 50 to 100 recipes on there.
Is that how many are on there now? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Every meal, pretty much you could put ZEG sauce on. So,
well, there you go. So there's no more asking every single morning to your family, what's for supper tonight? Go on zegsauces.com and pick a goddamn meal each and every day, 7 days a week. And then you rotate after you're done. Like Kevin, it just seems a no-brainer to me. ZEG sauces, absolutely. Bro, I'm super proud of you for starting this from scratch. 0.0 knowledge of sauces, and now you're killing it, bro, as the president and CEO. It's a great sauce, man. Good for you.
Thank you so much, Greg. And keep up the great podcast, man. Thank you.
Thanks. I appreciate you joining me. And everybody, you got to go check out Kevin Anstee, ZEG sauces. And man, you're the best. I look forward to catching up with you real soon now that we know we're both we're about 10 minutes from each other. So I look forward to seeing you soon, pal.
Absolutely. Take care of yourself.
All right. Yeah. Have a great night. Kevin Anstee, everybody. ZEG sauces. Boy, oh boy. I'm telling you, you can put this shit on everything. I hate to steal the slogan, but you got the spicy for champions like me. You got the medium spices for semi-champions. And then you got the mild spicy for you wussies out there. ZEG Spices takes care of it all. Listen, that was the best. I love that guy. Where were we? I was on a rant about something. Had to get to my guest. Oh yeah, we were up next was the Nickleback Crazy Girl. Oh boy. So listen, I don't know. I love her to pieces. I think she's such a wonderful human, but I'm a little worried about her because these videos sort of get more creepier and creepier, and she's trying to get Nickleback to have her on stage to come and sing a song. Now, I love bands. I've done some silly things. I'm not sure if I've put out insane videos where I look like a stalker to get the band's attention to bring me up on stage to sing a song. But my buddy here, she has a different way of thinking than I do. Watch this.
Won't open up for me. So grab a Jimmy, JD, whatever you need. Have a shot from the bottle, doesn't matter to me. Cinderella when she's getting undressed, 'cause she rocks it like the naughty wicked witch of the west. Fox right out of my mind, let the record go. I get it off the rock and roll, screaming every night, playing 25 to life. So somebody please keep me
this entire planet that those videos are going to get Nickelback's attention, and they're going to bring her up on stage, and she's going to get to sing with them. I know. But listen, as a nice friend as I am, because I go over and dig holes, fucking ragingly hungover on a holiday Monday on the 2 hottest days of the goddamn summer in Hamilton, when everybody else is chilling and getting ready for school and watching movies. I'm digging holes with Mulzer, and she's out making crazy TikTok videos to go and sing with Nickleback, of all bands. I don't know, Elvis maybe, or like somebody I could see where they, like if you'd want to get up Nickleback. Fuck it. Delusional, insane, nut bar, wacko, maniac. These are all words that come to my mind when I see these videos. You be the judge. I mean, I hate to judge, but good God damn it. I amateur hour, bud. Listen. Lisa says, my amiga Ashley, I hope she gets on stage. Listen, I swear to God, I from the deepest part of my heart, I hope she gets on stage too. But 99% of me thinks she's going to be arrested before she even gets through the front gate. Every security guard and every police officer on the premises of this free show, where all the nut jobs go for the free shows, that brings every wacko out of every single crevice in Toronto. And Ashley's going to be one of them. She's going to be right there with the rest of the wackos. So maybe she won't get arrested because there's going to be a plethora of other wackos there for the free show. But those videos, bro, sis, I'm not sure. It's either going to get you arrested or blacklisted or fucking something. I'm not sure if it's going to get you on stage. But I did my best. You asked me to play them. Still not sure why. But I did. Because because I'm so nice. I'm just so nice. Mike Record says, great band. Played their music to get a raccoon out of my chimney. Worked really great. Worked really fast. Listen, I remember liking Nickelback about 25 years ago for about 3 minutes. Ever since, not so much. Wade says, you truly want to get noticed, dress up like a battered and beaten Avril Lavigne to bring. Can't argue with there, buddy. I wasn't looking to get arrested at a Nickelback concert. I was just there to make people laugh. There's a big difference, Wade, okay? Because she's trying to get attention and get presented up on stage from said videos. Again, I love her to pieces. I hope it works. I really do, Ash. But putting videos of cats... we want more. I'm not going to make fun of the action. God bless her, eh? Everybody go give Ashley a follow on social media. Tag her, post her. Can you please just help her out? Why is it still playing when I turn it off? I see it in my... I'm going to put it right now. I can't figure out where it's from. I stopped all of them. Please help me. Where's this coming from? Fuck. I am sorry. I swear to God, I'm sorry. That was like Guantanamo Bay prison torture. Is the audio better now? Sorry, my boy Stoney said audio was messed up, but it was probably because I had 3 things playing at once and I couldn't figure out what was playing and what wasn't playing. All right, let's get to Dummies of the Week, and I got to get out of here. We're at 59 minutes already, but listen, I have to absolutely play this video because I don't know what happens when you're a grown adult and you're out there in society. You're doing fine. You're a high school teacher at Brentwood in California, which is pretty affluent area, I would say. And then all of a sudden, delicious cold tea. All of a sudden, things seem to go a little sideways and you get fired. And then all of a sudden, well, you show up at a football game you're not welcome to. And, well, this happens. Watch this. Now, I played the long version of this because you need to get the preface of where this nonsense started. It started way back there. The game's still going on, by the way. These two boys, right, there are three of them. They're back there defending, ready for the play. This nonsense is still going on in the background. Buddy's being chased very slowly, I might add, by security. But then it gets better. I don't know still to this point how he gets this far with just one Tubbleard, and then boom! Things took a turn for the worse really quickly for Buster there. Let's rewind that real quick if we can here. Yeah, watch this. So run along. Old Tubby security guard can't really do anything. So the coach on the opposite team takes matters in his own hand with a full-on clothesline. One more time. Ready? Watch this. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I'm just going to cause a ruckus and look like an asshole. And boom! That is called playing the game of fuck around and find out. And that boy fucked around and found out the hard way. My God. I'm pretty sure his high school teaching career is over. And I don't know what the future does not look bright for our boy who stampeded the field. Now, listen, here's the funny thing. I played high school football at Westdale right here in good old Hamilton, Ontario. And believe me, I had buddies standing 10 feet behind me chirping. You go, Bond, you suck. Bondo, you suck. Come on, hold on, ball. They could just stand there and chirp you. On the flip side of that, in 2021, I spent the whole year in the US of A and went to some high school football games under the Friday night lights. And believe me, you'd have a better time trying to get into a Canadian university game for free, which is probably pretty easy to do, than get onto the field during a high school USA football game. Luckily, I had press credentials. But if you didn't, I swear to God, you can't even get nowhere near a high school football field under the Friday night lights. It's absolutely insane. Anyways, buddy played the game and it didn't work out so well for him. I've got one more beauty story to tell you. This sort of goes with Dummies of the Week, and it's sort of the excuse me, I almost threw up there. Sorry. It's a reverse Dummies of the Week, if you will, because follow me here for a second. You got two smoke shows going at it for some reason outside the porta potties at I'm not a country guy. I want to call him Whalen, not Whalen Jennings, Morgan Wallen. There we go. At a Morgan Wallen concert. And then for some reason, to try to follow the story was tough online, but listen, I'll play the video and then we'll talk about it, but pay attention to the girl that comes in with the white boots. Hot. Ready? This is epic. I love this video. It's one of my favorite. Here we go. I don't think there's anything better than a couple of cats going at it. Watch this. Well, she escapes while the two or three of them are going at it. And then this is the best. Boots comes in. Watch this. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm not done. Boom! What a solid right hand. Followed by a boot to the crotch area. Trucks a couple of other bitches around. And just owns the entire situation. Look at this. And look, I don't know who that one is in the little cardigan thingamabobber, but she's a little angry. That is simply one of the greatest videos I have ever seen. And I think I will play it for you one more time because it's that good. And you got to watch again, the girl in the white coming in hot. Couple shoves. Don't know what to say. Something. Just two females not going along. Door opens. This girl's coming out. She didn't even know what was going on. So she just bolted. She's gone. And now we've got 3 in there. And then in comes Boots. Woo! Look at this. Hair pull. Shot. This is not this first girl's fight. I can tell you that right now. Look at this. Boot. She just stands there and owns it. God damn it. I thought the girl earlier on the show tonight was hot. Oh, wait, that was me. I find that girl super attractive, and not just because of the looks and the white boots. She absolutely went in there and owned the video, owned the thing. Sorry, I just read Andy's comment. For some reason, everything went a little fuzzy. I can see it on my feed on my Facebook. I'm not sure why. Let's play one more because those were the 2 dummies of the week. Those are the 2 greatest. We'll try one more. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll just get the hell out of here and we'll call it a night. All right. Speaking of dummies of the week, listen, I am all for 3 girls dancing on a pole at any given time, but maybe you should have got a better pole. Watch this. I mean, it just knew it was coming. That girl on the top is lucky she did not go right through the window and toppled out to the ground. I mean, holy shitballs. One more time. Watch this. Okay, we got to go on ours too. We got some spins. Look good. Look red. And boom. Thank God for that little beam, or that top kick would have been out on the concrete and maybe in the wind over the hospital. Toot sweet. Good Lord, that video was funny. I think that's it for tonight. I got a bunch more, but it looks, well, no, things cleared up, didn't it? Wade, I'm not sure if it's time for a new computer. Was that last video funny? Because the whole show is clear and I look clear on the screen. You tell me. Should we play some more? Or should I say goodbye? I think I'm just gonna go, right? Why not? It's late. I gotta be in Barrie tomorrow for a specialist appointment early. So why don't you all get the hell out of here? I'll get the hell out of here. I got shit to do. I gotta pack. I gotta make my bed. And that's it. That's all. It's been a wonderful show. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time. Massive shout out to all the Turkey Point people. What an epic weekend. And thanks to all the fellows who hit on me that didn't even know it was me. And everybody that didn't know it was me. I know, fellas, she's a looker and she's available for any party for the right price. Okay. Well, good Lord. I think we've done it all. I've said it all. I'm not sure my sponsor wants a shout out at this point of the night, but he's going to get it anyway. And it's my son's clothing line. Make sure you go check out Don't Trip You're Fine on Instagram. It is a super cool clothing line. You can get wicked hoodies like this. They come in an assortment of colors. You can also get some t-shirts, hoodies, muscle shirts, you name it. He's got it. Go check him out online. It's my boy. It's Brad Bond. The company's called Don't Trip You're Fine. Support him. I support him. He's the best. You're the best. I can't even believe how goddamn good looking y'all are. You guys have been an amazing support. I really love y'all. Lisa says, great show. Thanks, Bondzee. I love each and every one of y'all. Hope I made you laugh. That's what I'm here for. And listen, huge shout out to Kevin Anstee. Make sure you go check out these sauces right here. ZEG sauces. Spicy, medium spicy, and mild spicy for all you pussies. Just kidding. You guys are the best. Andy, my boy, Malacca says, great show, bud. Very cool. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. That's it. That's all. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got to take that picture off the screen so you can see my wonderful, beautiful face as I say goodbye. Listen, I hope you have a great rest of the week. We got some great guests coming up. We're not going anywhere, and I wish you nothing but the best. Have an awesome rest of the week and a safe weekend. Summer ain't over yet, folks. Buckle up. We got a lot to go, and my 50th birthday is coming in hot. You're invited. We'll see you soon, okay? Bye.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious.
I checked the line. Who's next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I checked the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live. Bondzee on YouTube.